All right, welcome back to Gundam Breakout Series Summer Clash. My name is Lacrum. I'm joined here by CyberRank, and wow, we've had some very impressive showings today on the Gundam Evolution sphere. Wow, just some quick matches, a lot of them, probably all of them actually. Now that I come to think of it, but are we getting into the meat and potatoes of this schedule right now? Are we getting into the hardcore, the matches that we're just dying to see? Because I think we are.
Yeah, I think we are as well. I also think that our community is a bunch of, folks that really enjoy rooting for underdogs. They really enjoy the risks, the rewards, the gamble, some would say. And man, but Fusion's not playing that game. They're definitely not playing that game at all. Camille's a man's name, sitting at 3-0. Mafty Ducks at 2-2. And Gundam 7 Stars 1-2. Rizzards of Oz with one under their belt and 2 defeats. I mean, we got a day. The day's still young. Who knows? It's still anyone's game.
It really is. And speaking of game, up next we do have Mafty Ducks versus Rizzards of Oz, the 4th and 5th respectfully placed teams right now in the current bracket. And I gotta say, I'm really, really looking forward to what Rizzards is going to be bringing to the table, because I don't know if you know this, I may compete in a separate league. I think it has something to do with a Corsair or a cross. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's not. So
they've been busy. They've been busy.
They've been busy. Yeah. They've been cooking.
Okay.
They've been cooking over there, and I'm really excited to see how they stack up against Mafty Ducks. We just saw Mafty Ducks pull out a tremendous victory over Gundam 7 Stars. And I think they're looking to repeat that W.
I hope so, because, I'm here for games. I'm here for long ones. I'm here for cool ones. I'm here for good ones. And I'm a little unsatisfied right now, just because I want those really long, gritty matches. So I do know that from what we've seen so far, it's just been one of those games where someone locks someone out, and then that's the decider. Speaking of decisions being made, we got a lot. Again, Colony Trading Post being the star MVP of today's tournament, of today's event, with again, Underground Command Center, Canyon Base, Missile Base, Lunar Comm Station, all being banned out. It's just... no one wants those gambles, And again, right. It's wild to see that there's no... this even no thermal plant or Mountain R&D there. It's just
no domination.
No Mountain R&D. Yeah, no domination maps.
It's been only it's only been the destruction maps, and you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that with that being Mafty Duck's pick, just smart gameplay really from them. They just got the W on that map. They know that there's a couple things that they could probably hone in and perfect in order going up against Rizzards. But here's the thing they don't know, is the Rizzards came to Riz, all right? And they are not going to be backing down. They just watched that match, I'm sure, and they're going to be bringing the heat. So what do you say? Let's get it going?
I mean, it's, I'm ready for a show. Again, it's like Rizzards of Oz, it's a great name, but can that name, hold them? Can they hold that name accountable?
Yeah, can they live up to it? Can they?
I think in this situation, Mafty Ducks, they got themselves in a row. They know what they're doing. They know how to swim in this situation. And if they can just continue to do what they're doing, I don't know. Can the Riz swim?
Can the Riz swim? Can the Riz fly? Find out after this break.
Yeah, welcome back. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. Welcome back. Hi, hello. I'm Cyberink10, joined by Lacrum, the one, here to just, Gundam Evolution. It's a phenomenal game. I hope you go out and, at least try it before its limited time of ending service in just a couple of months, which will all hold we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll hold like login screen vigil or something.
Oh god. Just play the last shooting, just boom.
Yeah, it's something like that. But we're not here for that. We're here for games.
We're here for games, and we're here for this next game for sure. Mafty Ducks versus Rizzards of Oz. I am so looking forward to this one. I really am hoping it's going to be on the same map. All right, we're going back to Colony, back to back Colony. And can Mafty Ducks, can they repeat what they just showed us in the last match? Can they show us that dominance again and shut them out from even getting a first plant off?
While we were waiting in the wing, you were telling me all of these amazing things about Rizzards of Oz, and I look forward to seeing that stuff in action, especially because Mafty had the opportunity to play the team that's dominating in this event so far today. So that gave them again that feeling of like, hey guys, we all know what we should be doing. This is we all know what we should be doing. They just showed us what we should be doing, and getting that experience is very critical. And so Rizzards of Oz, I just hope that they're already at that point where they're like, we know what we need to do. We've seen them play, and we just get a nice even game.
Right? I mean, looking down the roster of Rizzards, this is a stacked team. It really is. Castian, Garmazabi, Miel, Cobaltic, Dizzy Wizzy. We got the Dizzy Wizzy up in here. Fire Spike, Nosfer Demon, all just fantastic players, all top tier competitors. And they're really good. I think they're going to give Mafty Ducks a run for their money. I really do.
I hope so. We're going to have to look at I think we're going to have to look at the damage output as well at the end of the first round, because Detta has been doing a lot of damage for Mafty Ducks. And so I think we do have some key players that are going to set the standard.
All right, getting into this, Mafty Ducks versus Rizzards of Oz. It looks like we've got the GBS staff and audience voting for Mafty Ducks, 78%. It's not giving Rizzards a chance, but the two of us, the men behind the mics, Cyberrank and Lacrum, are both in it for Rizzards of Oz.
I'm still on the fence. I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need some convincing. I really am. I'm gonna need some convincing. We've seen Mafty Ducks just do what they've done on both ends. Getting knocked down and pulling themselves back up. But, I am looking to be surprised. Let me put it like this. I am looking to be surprised.
Oh, I think you're in for quite a treat, because we do have Dizzy Wizzy up on their main, on the fabled Butterfly, that lunar Gundam. And it looks like the rest of the team following suit with their go-to picks. You got the Hyperion, the Dom, the Ash, the E2R, which we've seen across the board, actually, in a lot of different team comps. And presents itself here again today. Fire Spike on that Tail Rider, and they're going to be pushing straight through tunnel, straight to Waypoint. Still being popped out here by Miel, trying to gain a little bit of space. Not really seeing much here, but they were able to put a little bit of heat onto Heartsong, and it looks like Mafty Ducks are going to be kind of giving this one up, trying to play that safely. Oh! But as
about to collide, here comes a collision.
Just yoink right there.
One person runs into the other, and it seems that, Mafty Ducks are trickling down one at a time.
Yeah, just like that. Just huge dominance on the side of Rizzards. Garmazabi going for the plant right there. Crook really just trying to stay alive, trying to keep the pressure onto him, but not really doing much there, as gonna get really low at Ash. It's taken down by Castian.
I don't know why it took me so long. Garmazabi? The Garmazabi?
The Garmazabi on that Ash.
I've seen Garmazabi in action before, and let me just tell you, they've definitely left an imprint in my mind. It all makes sense now. A lot of this is starting to come together. Just seeing that Riz is just going for this objective. They're holding it down. They're winning just some of their engages and just enough that's keeping that objective going in their favor. It's starting to make sense.
As we're saying that, Perp goes down pretty quickly there. Milkshake also going down. Those are key hits on the side of Rizzards.
Oh, secured. Fire spike up there. Oh, this is, yeah. This objective
That's it.
is theirs.
We're finally getting an explosion, baby. And there we have it. First target of Colony Trading Post actually being blown up here as we see the Rizzards of Oz trying to take it here to Mafty Ducks. Just storming down that entrance right there, getting through the tunnel. Oh, and as you say that heart song with a beautiful kill onto Garma.
You know, we've had a lot of matches today, but this is our first game, you know?
Yeah!
Here's our first game. It definitely seems to be one that, I mean, you got it. Now here's the tough part, because now you got to get in there and you got to get that first checkpoint. That's at least going to help your team buy some time so you can start working on the objective, planting that bomb. But, I mean, some teams have died here. So that first point was very impressive.
We do see Kester popping that Dom ult here. You're going to try and get as much utility out of it as possible. Oh, big value.
Oh, that was beautiful. You know, that was honestly beautiful pathing. Wasn't obstructed. Went around the entire perimeter of the point. Anyone that was attacking him who was trying to go for his backside, obviously where that's vulnerable, I mean, they just killed themselves in the process. However, a great G maneuver comes out and zone denial, and it didn't work. He was still able to be planted in the Riz's favor, even though it's being disarmed. Oh, there goes the disarm.
Garma Zombie.
Oh, there's the wipe.
Oh, but Perk does get picked up by Milkshake. You see Kubalti trying to pressure a little bit. He does have his G maneuver here. Maybe because he was able to stun them long enough for Fire Spike to pop down there with that Hades. We got 2 stuns actually on the side of Rizzards of Oz. And it looks like I said, boom, punch comes out. Oh, no.
Hit me out. This is a much shorter defense point now for Mafty Ducks. And, I mean, never mind. I'm eating my own words.
Oh, team kill!
Team kill!
And just like that,
kill.
Just like that, Rizzards of Oz popping in all of their util really. Meowth though still having that Lumiere Lancier thingy mabobber. I could never pronounce that correctly, and I never will. But HYG popping off the Dom ult here. Gonna be just taking it through. Maybe looking to take that waypoint, but no, with a huge ult.
Maneuver, yeah.
It's 3. Milkshake left to try and defend top their G maneuver. And oh my gosh, they get just a swarm of Rizzes. And the
can't be alive right now.
He's still alive. And we see the butterfly ult though, the clutch butterfly ult as the disarm trying to go off here. Not popping it, holding on to it as long as he can.
Sorry, OG holding on to it. Oh, there it is.
And there it is. As soon as the Hades gets popped from Perp, the butterfly rings out true. Look
How
at
poetic. and there it is.
The first round.
Yeah, round over, going to Riz. It's crazy. I get it now. I'm rizzed. I feel
You're rizzed,
I feel rizzed.
Let's go. That was amazing.
I get it now.
That's what we've been waiting for. That's what you were craving, correct?
I mean, yeah, I'm starting to feel it, that tingly feeling in your spine where it's coming. It's wow. I do think Mafty Ducks is they're in a situation now where I don't know, maybe they underestimated their opponent. You know, it could have been, but they were immediately surprised. So who knows? If they do what was done back to them, especially because, you know, in Gundam Evolution, you know, if you, in the first sweep, if you plant that bomb, that sends a statement. It really does. Like no one dies. You guys go. It's like, all right, you beat us on defense, but on attack, yeah.
yeah. We may see some overtime here because I know for a fact Mafty Ducks has the capability. They have the firepower. They have the team cohesion to get exactly that done. We just got to see how strong this defense of Rizzards of Oz is going to be.
Because that's the crazy thing about this map. It's just that when you die on that first checkpoint, it's so far. You know,
Ugh.
and I usually play a lot of units that have like speed capabilities or what have you. But when I switch to melee Zaku on this, I'm like, by the time I get there, the bomb will explode.
Yeah.
You know, it's so long.
Plunking away like a overweight Buzz Light. You're trying to run.
Right? Yeah. Like I just came from Golden Corral, and I'm like, oh, I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go home and take a nap. Might as well not go back out. But that might be the saving grace that gives Mafty Ducks the opportunity to plant those bombs.
Whoa! Players floating around everywhere, bouncing in and out of existence. But we do see Garbazabi try to light the fire underneath them. As actually Keta goes down pretty quick there.
Like I said, it's all about the. Ooh! Oh yeah. That little Dom. I believe we do have some players that are not North American servers are not their primary servers.
Well, it seems like that for sure. I mean, a lot of bouncing back and forth here. Purple got a nice help, able to stay alive. And oh, look at that! 1 frame, 2 frame, 3 frames blue. Garbazabi able to get out and escape from the error that is Perp. Oh, we do see Deta going down again though. Garbazabi really low, does go down, and it's looking like Perp really taking advantage of these slideshow kills.
There's no safe place. There's just nowhere you can hang out that's safe to keep you away from gunfire at this moment. Everyone's just coming out and going down. It's not what you want to see.
No,
you know,
that's
you know, obviously,
lightly. I mean, feeling like the time
the
traveler's
Rizzards,
wife over here.
they want to see this, but this is definitely not a situation for Mafty Ducks that's in their favor, unless they can plant this, keep it planted, hold this long enough. Even though that Hyperion bubble is a phenomenal idea,
they do get the plant off though.
They do get the plant.
Down. And we're going to see, man, Perp is just putting in so much work right now, taking advantage of those king spikes. Miel really coming forward here to try and push back against the Mafty Ducks. And Rizzards, oh, they're trying to get in there, trying to get anything down. Really low, Heart Song really low, but the heals are.
I don't know, the damage does look like it's being split between a lot of the players right now. With a couple of them starting to go down. It's really hard to tell who's in the lead. Even though that bomb is planted, because they keep trading. But Rizzards is definitely having a situation where they just start falling apart. And again, I think I was right about that. When it comes to this map, once you go down, you got to come all the way back, and that siren's blaring. It's so hard to recover from a couple of wipes. And the first objective is taken by Mafty Ducks.
Yeah, Rizzards though doing a really good thing here. They retreated back to the box. They retreated back to their sanctuary, and they retreated with ult attack. And
this is in Rizzards' favor, though.
As I say that, though, Perp's going to be throwing up the Hades. Does get stunned pretty badly. Cobaltic picking up a 2K right there. 3K. Cobaltic going crazy on it. Oh, we do see Deta with the punch, though, picking up Meow. And it's going to be 3 down to the sides of 3. Can they hold on to this? Dizzy Wizzy trying to do all he can here. Trying to pick up Crook. Fire Spike, though, does pick up Crook, actually. And we are going to get the res here on Cobaltic. So, look, just like you said, boom. They're back in this. 2 G maneuvers up on the side of Mafty Ducks, though. They got that milkshake G maneuver and the Crook G maneuver. And it looks like, oh, Cassian!
Mafty Ducks with the assault, yeah. You know, we sell once this Zabi's G maneuver comes out, it's that time. Team goes in.
Oh my goodness, and of course the Dom ult followed by the Hades. Beautiful team kill. Wow. Fire Spike holding it down there along with Cassian. Beautiful ult synergy. Now here's the thing, what do you do as Mafty Ducks to try and get ahead of this? You've got Heart Song's G maneuver coming up, you've got HYG. Do you sync those together? Do you try and push them through? I guess time will tell as Heart Song getting dangerously low. Still hasn't popped that yet though. Trying to get through. They do have the shield up, but oh, just Cobaltic coming in out of nowhere. It looks like they're just super scattered right now.
This is rough. This is not a situation that you want to be in. This is extremely rough, especially when you've tried multiple times and you're just trying to get in there. And it's just every opportunity is just not working out in your favor. You have to look at your team and go, guys, what are we doing wrong? Let the adrenaline stop running and think.
Let your gaming do the talking, as we do see HYG popping in there. We still see Heartstomp with his G maneuver, and this is exactly what they needed. The damage going out for the side of Mafty Ducks.
Yeah, but you know what? In a situation like this, you've lived it before. You've gotten the enemy team down.
Is Bale gonna try and hit them? Oh!
But you gotta admit, too much time was wasted on that checkpoint. There's one guy left. Everyone else is alive. Why does it take 6 people to defend that one checkpoint? So in a situation like this, them trying to go in, they're just going to receive the same treatment because, hey, you gave the enemy team time to recover. And there's one thing we've noticed so far, the Rizzards just need an opportunity and they'll exploit it in their favor.
Yeah, and it's looking like Crook just trying to defend the waypoint with his life, doing anything he can. Just a little bit of his G maneuver, but isn't able to fight. Or, sorry, excuse me, that was the G maneuver of Perp actually coming up. But Perp going down pretty quick there as we do see the pushback again from the side of Rizzards.
We got less than 60 seconds left on the clock. That last play that you saw was exactly what we needed to see. However, too much time was used not moving into the next objective. How many times have you done Harbor? Over here, I mean, they're going in again. How many times have you done Harbor? No one waits at the first objective. You always start setting up for the next one. The counter G maneuver from the Hyperion. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter what your allies are doing. You want to plant that bomb.
And he does.
Up ahead and at least create that chaos, create that distraction. And then you wait. You let your team come in and continue to help. It's just that's what we needed to see the last play.
Yes, that is what we needed to see, but we're hoping that maybe they can. Nope, they just didn't get back there in time.
Yeah.
9 seconds left. Are they going for that A plan?
Seen this game long enough. That emote was perfect.
3, 2,
that was perfect. Love to see it.
0.
You earned it. You earned it. The Rizzards taking this victory. GG.
GG, well played. Absolutely. Just great showing by both teams there. Mafty Ducks had so many chances and had so many great looks. Garmazabi picking up the well-deserved MVP right there. I told you, man. The Rizzards had a little bit of Riz for you. They had some magic actually coming in.
Rizzards of Oz. You told me. You definitely did. I will say, LaCrum, you're a man of your word, and you had confidence in that. Mafty Ducks just set a standard. The Rizzards of Oz came in and just pushed the bar a bit. I think my heart sank when I saw Mafty Ducks go in, and it was perfect. The Dom ult pushing in, everyone following behind. They get to the checkpoint, and they're there, but they stopped. And they didn't have to. Team wipe. Rizzards, back and spawn, licking their wounds. Someone should have been, at least one of them should have said, guys, you got this. I'm going to keep going to plant that bomb. I'll see you there in a second. But that didn't happen. And because so many people waited behind, they ended up in a situation where they gave the Rizzards of Oz time to recover. And those seconds were so critical.
So critical, and just had the time to really get back and plant their feet.
Yeah.
And, it's one of those things you really just kind of are hoping for the Hyperion ult to be coming out on top of what they just did. Yeah. And instead it came out just a little too late. Not the only thing that became a trip up for Mafty Ducks. There were a couple other missed opportunities, but overall both teams playing their hearts out and doing an absolutely fantastic job.
Yeah, shout out to both teams. I love games like that when we actually get to see the full game played through using all the objectives. It was awesome. It's just, again, man, it just goes to show that sometimes, there's a saying, at least in fighting games, about, you win based off of the opportunity. You win based off of the opportunities and mistakes that your opponent gives you. That's winning. If your opponent makes enough mistakes, or if they don't capitalize on enough opportunities, then you kind of win by default.
No, that's very
you know,
true.
it's only gonna go on one side. And again, everyone waited on that checkpoint. And in my mind, I'm like, why are they just standing there? Go, 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 go. And it's just one guy who's like, haha, I tricked all of you. You're all attacking me. Yeah.
They fell for the classic bait. The classic bait.
That really was the classic bait. It really was. It really was the classic bait. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it, but you love to see it because we actually got so much content out of that. We got so much game out of that.
Yeah, we did. We definitely did. Oh, it's great. I'm looking forward to seeing what else the Rizzards of Oz can pull out in this event. This is what Summer Clash is all about, you know? Like,
right?
This is why we're here. This is why we do this. We want to see these things. And it's really cool that Gundam Evolution seems to be the only game that is able to clearly convey a team shooting experience, because in our game, it's 6v6. It's not 5v5.
Whew.
Like some, you know those games out there where it's like, oh, you can't deal with six feet. You can't deal with 5 other people on the screen with you. This is Gundam Evolution. We got 6v6. We don't need rolls,
baby.
right?
The only other esport popping to mind right now. Lots of other esports, I guess, but that's not the point. Okay,
right?
This ain't TF2.
The beautiful thing about you can spectate this game so clearly, but again, you know, that's why we like spectating it. That's why we like watching it.
Love it.
And that's why all of you are here to watch Gundam Evolution with us today.
And thank you, everybody, for sticking through and watching this with us. Summer Clash has been absolutely a blast for me personally, and I hope y'all at home are having a blast as well.
Yeah, hell yeah. Stay cool, stay hydrated, because these matches are hot. These matches are hot. Look at that, a flare of light just hit Lacron. Like, see there, these matches are hot. Oh, man. But man, that last match really had me, just because I thought it was going to end with one team unable to get to the second objective. Both teams are basically able to pull that through. But man, you know, even when we look at the damage, it's crazy to see that Garma, like I said, guys, it's Garmazabi. Garmazabi leading the board with 31k damage. I am nothing but, anytime I've played against Garmazabi, I've been in situations where I've been in matchmaking with other people and they'd be like, oh, it's Garmazabi on any team. I'm like, who? And then that match would be over in an instant and I'm like, oh.
He is
that's Garmazabi.
He's a player that haunts my dreams.
Garma's
and fuels my nightmares. Yes. But in this game, he was the Scourge of the Sky against Mafty Ducks. Dedo did a fantastic job, but just not as on it as Garma was. Garma drank his dubby, drank his gamer fuel, whatever plug sponsorship brand energy drink. He got his rest and he came prepared. He came to fight.
Had breakfast too. Yep.
Probably had breakfast.
Meal prep and everything. Yeah.
Took his vitamins.
Breakfast. Multivitamin, magnesium, iron came in here and flex it for us today. But this is what Gundam Evolution again is all about. And you'll see much more of it after the break. Winning just some of their engages and just enough that's keeping that objective going in their favor. I mean, they just killed themselves in the process. However, a great G maneuver comes out and Zona's in his favor. Even though it's being disarmed. Oh, there it is. Wait, OG holding on to it. Oh, there it is.
And there it is. As soon as the Hades gets popped from Perp, the butter mistake from the error that is Perp. Oh, we do see Detta going down as
this. They pulled this long enough. Even though the Hyperion bubble is a phenomenal idea.
Really badly. Cobaltic picking up a 2K right there. 3K. Cobaltic going towards the Dom ult.
Great defense.
Followed by the Hades. Beautiful team kill.
Why does it take 6 people to defend that one checkpoint? So in a situation, how many times have you been Harbor? No one waits at the first objective. You always start setting up for the next one. The counter G maneuver from the Hyperion. But this continue to help. It's just that's what we needed to see the last play.
Yes, that is what we needed to see, but we're